Nikki wants to know, like she's a BBA student, but she also have interest in fashion industry. Like she
Hmm.
wants to have her own clothing brand. So
Hmm.
what do you suggest for this to Nikki?
So I have a question from Nikki again. If you want to be a designer, or do you want to be a business person too? You want to be a designer of the brand, or do you want to open a brand like that? So if you want to be a designer, then there is MDes, that is master. I mean, now that you've done your UG, you'll be applying for your PG. There is master in design, that is MDes. Then there are several other courses in NIFT only for designing related things. So the other one is there's MDes, there's MFM, that is the management side of design. You can work in luxury houses and like Chanel, and I have a lot of seniors who've done MFM, and then they're now working, they've studied MFM and they're working in Chanel and really nice names of the industry, fashion industry. Then there's MF Tech as well. So MF Tech is another part to it. For MF Tech, you have to be a PCM student. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Are you
No,
saying
it's okay.
something?
You can carry on, dear.
Okay, so there are three parts in your masters: MDes, Master in Design; MFM, that is management side of management, Masters in Management, Fashion Management; and then there is MF Tech, Masters in Fashion Technology.
Okay. So these all courses are there if she wanted to opt for the fashion industry. And otherwise, like that is other way around if she wants to open up her clothing brand as a business, like from business
Business
perspective.
part of it, then you can study MFM because you'll be
Okay.
studying management and fashion, all these things together.
Okay. Okay. And what about the scholarships of NIFT for general category students?
There are two scholarships that NIFT offers. One of them is the merit come scholarship. I mean, if you're working really hard, if you get a good CGPA altogether, all this while, and if also, but there is still uh, the economic backward section is also there. Once again, there's Udan, and then there is merit wala thing. So Udan is for the backward classes. You'll have to read about it on the NIFT website. What? Yes, that
Right.
is what NIFT offers.
So Akash and all others who are really looking for scholarships, please check NIFT website for the same, or maybe you can refer to the Shiksha website as well, because you will find the information about all NIFTs there itself. And that will be of great help to you. I'll be sharing the link at the end of this webinar. So just stay connected, guys. Okay. So coming to the next question by Shivani, what is the use of short-term course in NIFT? Do you think it has any longer term results or anything a person is laid out after doing a short term course from NIFT?
Absolutely. So, there are some basic things you need to be a designer, and they teach you about in designing a collection. There are certain things that you just need to know. If you're in the right stage of mind, and if you're really working hard in those 6 months or 4 months or whatever that diploma course is, the duration of the diploma courses. If you're working hard, they'll teach you everything. It's like a short. आपको जल्दी जल्दी they'll teach you everything, and you'll have to grasp it as soon as possible. If you're doing that, then yeah,
Yeah, but that is more like it is also valuable because of the brand.
100%.
Okay, fine. And like this is also one of the most important question, and students are concerned about the drawing part. If like one's drawing is not good, so is like that a great thing, or can we get into NIFT, like they can get admission into NIFT, or like they have some hurdles or problems?
No, I don't think exactly. Exactly the same thing that I said before. You are not coming here to become an artist. You're coming here to become a designer. So the only idea for this exam is, when you'll come here, they'll definitely teach you all these things. The basic idea is, if you have something inside your head going on, you should be able to at least put it there on your sheet. If you have if the idea is you should have some really nice ideas. If you can think of out of the box ideas, then you can definitely put it on your paper. You should know perspective drawing, you should know basic drawing, just so you can design whatever you want to. So that, though, there are certain things that you'll have to definitely learn. You can't just directly go and sit inside the exam hall and okay, let's just do it. But if you study for a month or 3-4 weeks, three, not more than that, that is enough.
That's a great thing you have shared once again, because it's a very short time span that you have shared right now, and students can definitely go for this exam.
Absolutely.
Okay,
It's
so
in February. It's on February 5. I think we have more than 2 months right now left.
yeah, exactly.
So
Enough time to qualify,
yeah,
yeah, to crack
but
that.
you'll have to give in your
Best.
enough energy as well.
Okay, and just like coming to the main topic that we were about to cover in this session, what's the step-by-step registration and application procedure to apply?
Mm, mm. Uh, so I mean, they have their on the NIFT.ac.in site. There is this link. You'll have to go and upload your documents, your mark sheets, and things like that. Also, if you're still in your school and you don't have your 12th result out yet, then you will have to put some annexures. There are certain annexures that you'll have to find in they'll I mean, it's all written there only. Just for that, there is a little bit different. I mean, it's a little difficult because you'll have to find thoda extra annexures ki, once I get my result, then you'll I mean, till the time you don't put in your result ka copy in the college, till then you're there on a provisional basis. Other than that, there's birth certificate and I said 2 3 important, just Aadhaar card, birth certificate, certain things like that you have to put there in the form
Okay. So
and
that's
just
the
fill in your
documents. That's it. These are only the
yeah,
documents required.
yeah.
And
And
what's
then
the
there's NRI and things
okay,
like that.
the
I
quotas?
mean,
Okay,
yeah, there are certain quotas that uske andar there are extra things that you have to do.
fine. And what's the eligibility criteria for giving the NIFT exam?
For BDES, are we talking about bachelor's program? So I think the candidate cannot be below 18 years of age. That is there. For a general category, you cannot be more than 24 years old for BDES. Then you have to be 10 plus 2. That is, you have to finish your schooling. I mean, you should be a school graduate by then. Then this is there. And for SC/ST categories, +5. I mean, if it's 24, then +5, 24 plus 5, 29 years old.
Okay,
This is a
that's
basic thing. And you
yeah,
have to clear the entrance exam. That is the most important part.
fine. That's the basic information you have shared. And what about the fee structure for BDES and the application fees?
Okay, fee structure. See, every year, there's some difference. So I think it's around 1 point each. There are 8 semesters, and each semester there's 1 point. I think 1.6 to 7 L each
Approximately.
semester.
Okay.
Yeah, approximately
So Muskan,
around
this
11,
answers
12.
Muskan, this answers your query. And what guides would you recommend for GK? Anushka is again back with the question.
Uh, I remember when I studied, I mean, it's been 3 years now, but when I studied, we used to study There was this book called Manorama that we used to refer to. I mean, it has the maximum GK, basic GK you will get in Manorama, who's the Prime Minister, President. Every year, you will have to find the newest version of Manorama. And then, other than that, GK, I think you should definitely just mostly study fashion GK. For NIFT, fashion GK is the most. NID and UC, there are different things, but for NIFT, fashion GK is the most that you should be studying.
Any magazine apart from this, like you would refer to?
Magazine, yeah, I mean, fashion, while whatever GK
Whatever
ki,
fashion
if there's
magazine is
Aurelia
there.
or if there's Biba or if Anita
Right,
Dongre is,
right.
made another brand. So you
Okay,
should at least know about that because it's majorly a fashion college. They'll be asking you essay questions in the year 2022, kya important happened in fashion.
exactly. Okay. And Richa wants to know, like you have already answered half of it earlier as well, how to start with the preparation? Do you need any extraordinary drawing skills? So Richa, she has answered this already. Do you need to clear some drawing or sketching exams? So what do you say about starting with the preparation level?
There's 1 point perspective, 2 point perspective, and 3 point perspective. This is the most important part of drawing in NIFT. And then basic sketching, basic sketching you should know. If you have an idea, you should be able to put it down on paper. This is the whole idea of the exam. So if you have an idea, if you can put it down on paper, if they're asking you, how do you want to match a matchstick? I mean, light a matchstick. So how would you do that? So now I'm sure you have some interesting ideas inside your mind, but then if you don't put it on paper, how is the person going to check it for you? So if you can do it now, then that is more than enough.
Okay, so that means pen down your imagination, whatever you have in
Yeah, if
mind.
you can pen down it, that is more than enough.
Okay.
And learn 1 point, 2 point, 3 point perspective.
Okay, great. That's a great thing. Maria, you also got your answer about scholarship policies. And are all the NIFTs in the country same? Priyanshi Mandava wants to know.
Yeah, now that I'm in my 4th year, and initially there's a lot of buzz. This is better, that is better. I'm in NIFT Hyderabad, and what I've learned is there are a lot of new campuses. Every year there are new campuses, so there's this buzz. NIFT Mumbai is better, NIFT Hyderabad is better, this Gandhinagar is better. But then it's not like that. The pura curriculum that is set, whatever we study, NIFT Delhi people would also study that. NIFT Jodhpur people would also study the same thing. So there's no difference in that. NIFT Delhi ka people, NIFT Delhi is the headquarters. That is the first NIFT that was made in India. So they set the curriculum for sare NIFTs, and then that is what we study.
Okay.
All of us study.
So it's like similar pattern
Yeah,
followed in all the
exactly. I know a lot of people. I am here and I'm in my 4th year right now. There are still 9 months left for my graduation.
Okay.
And I think 9 months, 10 months before my graduation, I've got 4 job offers already. One from Deloitte, one from Aisha Rao. So really cool offers we've got.
Congratulations.
So if you're working well, yeah, thank you.
So that is like where I was coming to the placement opportunities again for NIFT student. So you have started with that point itself. So just elaborate it a little bit about the placement part.
I think it's all related to your skills at this point of time. If you worked hard, I've been working since my last 3 years now. I've been working since my 2nd year. So with college, I remember, it was very difficult initially, but now when I've learned, I remember everybody used to just go home and chill uske baad, ya fir they just do their assignments at home after 5 o'clock, after the college is over. I remember working till 5 o'clock in the college, doing all my assignments. There are a lot of assignments that we get, it's crazy. So till we have to work as if I used to work till 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock every day. And then after that, I used to do my freelance work or, whatever styling I used to do for Myntra or whatever. So you'll have to do a little bit extra, obviously, if you want to get some extra nice placements. Nobody would just come and tell you, this is a job offer for you. We've got a job offer for you. You will have to build your achhe se skills, do some extra work. If you do well, I think there are a lot of opportunities.
Right.
And in the next 5 years, really cool things are coming for design.
Okay, and Richa is just adding one more thing, but the atmosphere and exposure and placements might differ. Do you think?
Sorry, I did not understand.
She's saying that, but the atmosphere and exposure and placements, these might differ. Maybe from one NIFT to another NIFT, she's asking.
No, I don't think so. I have some friends in NIFT Patna as well. You might think, it's not that cool, yeah, something like that. But all of them, they are seniors, mere seniors in NIFT Patna, and they've told me that some of them are working for Urban Ladder, some of them are working for Tata Elxsi, designers, graphic designers, product designers, fashion designers. So it's not like that. If you have your proper skills, if you're going for an interview, so you'll have to find the right kind of people you are chilling with in the college. If you're sitting with the right kind of people, they are working, you'll be working with them too. That is what you need to work on.
Otherwise, placements are 100% and very well.
You'll have to find your own. There's LinkedIn. You can always go on LinkedIn and put in whatever you're doing. If you're not doing a job, do some really cool collections. Exactly. Whatever you're designing, put it there, put it on Behance. There are a lot of people who are looking for designers.
Okay.
If not jobs, then freelance work is there.
Yeah.
People are earning in lakhs.
I agree with you. Exactly. And LinkedIn is a basic platform wherein the recruiters are easily locate, yeah, like you can easily locate them and you can approach them. And most of the students were also excited to know about fashion design and fashion communication. And we have questions here in the chat as well from Anushka and others. Fashion design and fashion communication, what's the big difference?
Okay. So all of them are very different. See, design is similar. I mean, when I'll be designing a collection as an apparel collection, and when I'll be designing a footwear collection, the whole design process would be similar. There will be a design process. There's a mood board, there's inspiration board. There are infinite things that when you design a collection, you'll have to do all those things. So designing will be similar in all of these things. But now that I'm designing an apparel collection, so and I mean, it will be different than designing a shoe, right? If I have to design this blazer, if I have, I mean, so okay, I'll tell you. How do I tell you? There's KD, there's knitwear design. There is TD, that is textile design. There is FD, that is fashion design. There is FNLA, that is lifestyle and accessory design. That means interiors and furniture, mostly product design. Okay. Hmm. There's leather design in Delhi and Mumbai and some of the colleges. So all of them are thoda different. There's FC and fashion communication. So fashion communication is mostly all about whatever visual things that you see. If there's any packaging, if there's a medical, I mean, design is everywhere. If you think it's just in clothing, yeah, any such thing, it's not. It's not like that. Whatever you're seeing internet pay, that is designing. Whatever poster that you're seeing, that is designing. So fashion communication में that mostly it's like photography, जो fashion photography होती है, whatever you see on Myntra, the fashion models are holding, how they should be holding it so that the customer likes it. There are certain things like that you will be studying in fashion communication. You will be studying UI UX. That is that is the hot topic nowadays in
Actually,
the
yeah, because I
industry.
have some questions about UI UX as well. Is it good to pursue career in this?
See, we can't go and pursue something because it's good, right? I mean, you can be a scientist, but then you should know, you should have the interest in it. I mean, I'd say, let's just go and become a doctor, but there should be some interest to do that. So so fashion communication, UI UX is different than apparel design. I have a lot of interest in apparel design, for example. So it would be a little bit difficult for me to go and study UI UX with the same enthusiasm and interest. So that is there. Malab, what I would suggest is first year's foundation year in our college. So if you are, I mean, initially when you join college, you'll have to choose something, AD, KD, TD. You'll have to understand whatever you like the most. Before joining college only, you'll have to understand what you like the most. You like knitwear design. Knitwear design and fashion design are almost similar things. So these are two of the departments that you have studied. So in knitwear design, we study fashion design all the things, and we study about knits especially. Knit is anything that is stretchable. If you're thinking knitting is like knitting, that old grandmas do, that is not knitting. Anything that is stretchable, that is knitted. Okay. So knitwear is like a specialization with fashion design. Then there's textile design. If you have interest in making kapde, making the fabric, or print design is there in textile design. You'll have to understand a little bit more about all these things. I mean, that's a very broad topic if we start discussing that. But I think what I would suggest is whatever interest you have, you should start with that. I mean,
Like
you should have.
they should choose the subjects in class 10th itself or 11th, like what grade and which subjects they should choose. Richa, an anonymous attendee, wants to know about this. Any particular subject they should choose?
Subjects, if you want to study BF Tech, that is Bachelor in Fashion Technology, only for that you have to study PCM. That is a compulsory. So I am a PCM student, and I have a lot of friends who are from commerce and humanities as well. So that is not you have to study pehle se.
So here it means maths is also must. Maths?
No,
No?
just for BF Tech. That is
BFT.
Bachelor in Fashion Technology. I mean, that is another course that
Okay.
NIFT offers.
Okay.
So just for that, you have to study PCM. If if you want to study design, that is bachelor in design, BDes, then any course is fine.
Okay, I think that Savita and anonymous attendees, Rushti, you all got your answer regarding this. And how can they prepare for the exam?
How can we
What are
prepare
the
for the exam?
preparation tips that you would like to give?
I mean, it's a national level exam. We'll have to study. We'll have to definitely work hard. That is there. That is a must. I went to a coaching. I mean, I had my 12th going on, so I went to a coaching with that. And I think another thing what I felt is, I mean, from my own experience, what happened in my exam was my maths is very strong. I mean, my mental ability is very, I mean, that thing was very strong for me. That is why it worked for me. I remember in my first exam, in my GAT, I could not solve around 20-25 questions. I missed the whole English ka part.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, imagine in a
That's a big thing.
competitive exam, that was crazy. I mean, I felt I just made a pattern in the end because I did not have time.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, the invigilator was right in front of me.
Okay.
So, but ऐसा होता है कि maths has more weightage in the paper. So, and also I won't say that my maths was always very strong. If you're referring the right books, if you're studying it well, I promise you, I mean, it will be fine. So, given your 2 months, whatever there is, whatever syllabus there is, if you work, I mean, even if you work for 4 hours, 5 hours every day with full, attention, I'm saying. So if you're working for 4 to 5 hours every day for 2 months, you can crack the exam.
Okay. So
Yeah, maths
all of
is important.
all of you can crack the exam because like we still have much time left. It's in February, as just like she said. So please go ahead and start preparing right now. If not yet started, you all will do it. And you all will just like come up with flying colors. What about the personal interview, Sunidhi? And like if a person wants to go for a personal interview, how should he prepare for? Basically for
Personal
MDes.
interview.
Yeah.
BDes, we don't have a personal interview.
For MDes.
MDes.
Any idea?
I think you should have a portfolio for that. I mean, you'll have to build a portfolio for that. And they won't ask you ऐसे कुछ something very extra, whatever, I mean, interests you have, yeah, whatever you've made in your portfolio should be thorough with whatever work you've done before.
Okay. And how much
Yeah.
marks are needed to get into NIFT or cutoff?
It's ever change. I mean, every year it's different.
But
Plus,
approximately, like you can just give a rough idea in between this to that.
I don't remember because I mean the people who pass, no, they don't exactly get कि उनके marks कितने आए. They just get कि you passed. I mean, you have passed the first exam. ऐसा. The ones who don't make it, they get, you missed it 1 mark, say 2 marks, say 5 marks,
Yeah.
ऐसा. So I don't know exactly. I don't remember also.
Okay. Is CAT necessary for fashion management course?
I don't think so. No, I'm not sure. I don't think so as well.
Right. Okay.
Fashion management is mostly management studies about fashion.
And I would just recommend you, anonymous attendee, to check the website for the same. Maybe you will get a clear picture about it. And what about the hostel fee? Are the hostel costlier here?
No, it's very reasonable. I mean, if you're living outside, it's a bomb. But then if you're living, as in the hostel, college hostel, it's pretty nice. I mean, if I speak about New Delhi, Mumbai, and Hyderabad, I mean, I have friends here and I'm studying in Hyderabad. Now I'm living in my own house. But before, when I used to live in the hostel, it was pretty nice. I mean, everything, it was very nominal. The food was nominal. Everything was pretty good.
Okay. And what about the specialization? Which specialization in NIFT do you think give more opportunities, job opportunities, apart from the interest, as you just shared?
See, so yeah, I mean, FC, if you talk about FC, fashion communication, as UI UX as it is at its peak right now, FC is one thing that we can definitely say ki it's at its peak. I mean, the basic placement, if you know the skills, if the basic placement is around 15 to 15L, I mean, CTC is 15L. So it's pretty cool. I mean, FC is at its peak. right now. I mean, after the COVID situation has happened.
Okay.
But still, I mean, I won't suggest, I mean, I have a lot of friends in FC who would wanted, I mean, who liked, FD or KD. They started with the same intention, we'll get more money here. But designing is more about what you like. You won't be able to design essay, anything like that,
Vaguely. Okay. And
without interest.
right, there were some questions being posted during the registrations itself that can anyone retake the NIFT or NID exam after his first year in a design college, and how difficult would that be? What kind of strategies should be followed?
Retake the exam, as in if you're in your first year and then you want to take the exam again.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely give the exam again. Yeah, you
And how
definitely can give the exam
difficulty,
again.
like, how would be the difficulty level in that case?
I think it would be difficult. I mean, college is a very hectic thing. With your
Exactly.
full-time college, it would be still more difficult for you, and you will be wasting your 1 year like that only. I mean, you won't be anywhere. Now, college, now, I mean, you won't be able to study college ka work अच्छे से, plus you won't be able to study for your exam also. Take in your time, give
Yeah,
in your 100%. Go to some nice coaching if you would want to.
right. And like, what about the expenses at NIFT? A normal person can bear it.
Mm, I think so. Yeah. I mean, NIFT is a government college. I mean, other than other design colleges, when I speak about other design colleges, there are quite a few. They're pretty expensive. And I mean, when I compare NIFT with those colleges, it's cheaper. Government colleges are much cheaper than, other colleges.
And do you think coaching is also actually worth it for NIFT? Is it?
I mean, coaching worked for me. I mean, I remember the coaching I used to go to, my faculties who taught me, whatever. I remember going to the exam, I mean, hall, and seeing I mean, when I saw the question paper, I was like, this is the same question that, sir was teaching me yesterday. I mean, just the digits were changed. If you're going to a nice coaching, I mean, but also I remember, I mean, I was the one who studied in the last 4 months of college, I mean, of school, of my 12th. But I had a lot of friends who were studying since 10th grade, and they happened to, not crack the exam.
Oh,
Why? Because the type of coaching they were going to, they used to teach them painting or sketching. You don't have to become a fine art. I mean, if you want to, that is pretty cool. That you should definitely pursue that. But if you want to crack these exams, it's different. Understand, what kind of questions are going to come.
right.
Yeah,
And
study
what
for
are
it.
the right books for the like mathematics basically?
Uh, there are some. I mean, I use the coaching ka book only. I never used anything except for that. That was more than enough. So there are some books. I remember there were certain books that were available in the market. The NIFT entrance exam, yeah, essay. I mean, if you want, I can suggest the coaching's name.
Yeah, you can
Or it's
suggest.
fine.
You
I
can
can.
just like give one or two names because
I
students
mean,
are asking
yeah.
about the same.
So there's this coaching that I used to go to that is in Bhopal, but I think they offer online courses as well. That is design aspirants. I mean, if you go there and if you just do whatever they're saying, I don't think they tell you do, I say, much. But whatever, if you go there and understand whatever they're trying to tell you and follow their tips and tricks, you will definitely, I mean, you'll easily pass with good ranks. I mean, with nice all India ranks.
That's great. And what about anything that you want to tell about NID and NIFT? Like, do they help abroad also?
Help
They have
abroad
a
as in?
great scope outside as well?
Absolutely. I think NIFT and NID, both of them have, I mean, there's Parsons and there's Central St. Martin's outside and certain colleges outside. But NIDs and NIFTs have, national international ranking as well. So I remember, I mean, there's this for a little, I mean, for some time I was in Canada. And because of, and I'm not a graduate yet. I mean, I'm just trying to remind you that. So I'm not a graduate, and in my third year, I got a job, a fashion stylist job at Gucci. So absolutely, I mean, if you worked hard, if your skills are fine, if you've really worked in your 4 years, anything. And right now, the job offer that I have got, they are taking me to Italy for a fashion show, and they'll be sponsoring everything for 2 weeks. I mean, my tickets,
That's
visa,
great.
everything. So
That's
that's like international exposure only. You're not paying for anything. If you work hard, you'll get Sara.
so that's a part of internship.
No, I've got a full-time job now. I mean, Deloitte and Aisha Rao that I'm telling, they've offered a full-time job, 9 years. I mean, it's like a pre-placement offer that they've offered.
Okay, super. Congratulations once again for this.
No,
I
thanks.
just like congratulate you in this session starting itself, but here once again with the company's name that you are mentioning are like top notch. And is MIT Avantika University also good?
Mm,
Do you have any idea about that, or like they can just compare it on the Shiksha platform?
Yeah, I think they should
That
compare
will
it
be.
on the
Anushka,
platform.
you can refer to that page link. And what are you studying in the NIFT?
I
Student.
am studying, I am in my UG course, I mean, under graduation, and I'm studying BDES. BDES mein my major is knitwear designing, and my minor is FNLA. That is fashion and lifestyle, interiors and SR,
And which
interior designing
coaching
and
did
product
you?
design.
Many students are again and again just posting about, they wanted to know about the name of the coaching that you attended, as you have mentioned.
Uh, it's design aspirants. It's design aspirants that is in Bhopal. You can check that out on Instagram.
Right. And it all depends upon like your wish and will to learn, guys. So please, you can
Absolutely.
attend
It's
any.
not only about the coaching. I mean, this is what I have. I mean, I was in Bhopal and I used to study there. You can
Okay.
go to any coaching. But just understand about the designing bit that I told you. Ki it's not about painting. It's not about fine arts. It's about designing.
Right, exactly what you said before as well. And guys, like if you are joining late or if you are missing out any question, this video will go live. It will be posted on YouTube, and I'll be sharing the link with you or with all of you. So you can also mark me a mail if you want to still have such type of sessions or you want to have a session again. It will be definitely done. So don't worry, and you can check out the link for the things that you missed it out. Okay, and Anurag is asking about the selection criteria after exam.
Selection criteria, as in when you give the entrance exam, there is a general cutoff that comes out, and if you pass, then they'll send you an email. I mean, no, they'll not send you an email. You'll have to go on the site and check if you've passed the exam. Yeah.
Okay, and also guys, I'm just like launching a poll in the middle of the session. If this session is helpful to you, please rate it accordingly. And where like you have to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is the session being most likely. Like it was most likely liked by you. So just rate it accordingly. Till the time students are just rating, I would like you to cover about like many say that NIFT is a brand and it won't matter which campus like you are from. As you said, all campuses are same. So and you have also shared about the placement part. Do you think it affects in the future or it will not affect anything, placements or internship? Will it get affected or will it not?
Not at all. Not at all. Today I was sitting for an interview with
Okay,
Aditya Birla,
right.
and I had a lot of, I mean, fourth year students from different campuses. And
Okay.
it does not matter when you're sitting for an interview, they don't ask, which campus are you sitting, I mean, which campus were you studying in. They'll ask you for the kind of skills that you have, whatever work you have done. You'll have to show them your portfolios whenever you're sitting for a placement. I mean, just think about it logically. If the kind of work that you'll be taught the same things from similar teachers, and if you worked hard, if you have the right skills, you'll get the job. You'll get whatever you want. You'll have to work hard thus.
And how is NIF different from other design colleges? This is also like one of the booming questions. And like many of them definitely wanted to know about it. Yeah.
I uh, I mean, I obviously have a soft spot, but I have a theory for it. I mean, one, it's like a club membership. So club membership, as in you can't pay for it, you will have to achieve it. I mean, you will have to work hard and get it. So it's like a club membership, and the kind of what happens is what I have personally felt is the kind of people that I've met here, they are super hardworking. You know, I mean, the kind, if you're sitting with the right kind of people, you'll definitely do something good only. I mean, how do I put it? I mean, all of us have worked really hard to come here. We've studied for enough time and given our 100%. And when you come here, you would want, I mean, I think it's just for the people, people and teachers. As a padai, you'll definitely get the right kind of faculty and teachers everywhere. But I think it's just the kind of people you meet in a nice college, you know.
Yeah. Okay. And I just wanted to.
Uske alawa, there's no difference.
There is
Sorry,
no
sorry
difference.
for cutting you off.
Otherwise, they are
Yeah.
all same. Okay. And the students, aspirants, I would just like to tell you that you have to post your queries under Q&A tab, and don't raise your hand. I'm taking up questions. I have covered most of them, and we'll be taking up from here itself. So B desk FC has photography course. If like the person is unexperienced in photography, should they go for the FC thing?
Yeah, they'll teach you. They'll teach you everything. You just have to clear the first paper that everybody has to clear, and then they'll teach you everything. I mean, photography and UI UX and all the different software that we need to learn to become a designer. All these things they'll teach you. You don't have to worry about that. College
Okay.
will teach you everything.
Fine. And Trang wants to know what are the majors and minors. I mean, like, can he pursue FC versus KD? Yeah.
Also, I'll just try and tell you one nice thing. Once you are here, I mean, I am apparel designer. I'm an apparel designer. I design clothes mostly. But the kind of internships that I've been doing since last 2 years were graphic designing internships. So that means that is a FC ka course. But still, I mean, when I was here, I have friends from all the departments. And when you sit with them, or you still have time, right? I mean, whenever you'll be building a portfolio, you'll be using different softwares. So if aisa nahi hai ki you can't learn once. I mean, if you're in FC, if you have interest in KD or FD or AD, you can always go in their classes. Everybody is, pretty excited to teach you. I mean, whenever I feel like I go and sit in AD class, and the teachers are very nice. Some of the teachers are very nice, and they are they would they just sit with me till 9 o'clock at night, or there are nights when we are in college till the morning also. We're working in the labs. So aisa nahi hai ki if you're taking FD, then you can only learn FD ka thing. What you should choose for whatever you like the most, and then once you're inside the college, you can learn everything if you have interest. I mean, you'll have to put in extra hours.
Okay.
That is it.
And how can one go for NIFT without coaching? Shreya is
That
eagerly
is also
waiting for
possible.
that. Yeah.
That is also possible. uh, I think just take out the syllabus, find it on internet, find it wherever you can. Ki what is the syllabus? Maths mein kya aayega? English mein kya aayega? And then whatever subjects, whatever subtopics you have in maths, buy some books, buy the right books. You'll have to understand now what kind of books you need, or whatever subject. If you're if you're doing the right hard work, you'll get it. It's not necessary. I mean, I thought it was easier for me because with my 12th exams,
That's
it was
just
very difficult for me to understand, what do I do? They just tell you, they just spoon feed you, whatever. Coaching is just spoon feed you. They'll just make it easier for you.
it's
Otherwise, you'll have to do extra work.
it's an extra support also, I suppose.
Yeah,
If you need it, you can go for it. Otherwise, you can do it on your own as well.
without also.
Okay. And are there any mocks also they need to prepare beforehand for the NIFT exam?
NIFT itself does not, I say they don't offer any mock exams. Coachings do, and I say bahar on internet you'll find a lot of mock exams or mock papers. You can solve ऐसे पुराने
Right.
mock papers.
Last year question papers. Okay.
Yeah.
Along with entrance exam, do we need to submit a portfolio?
For BDES, no.
For BDES?
For masters, I think so. I'm not sure though. But I mean, for BDES, nothing like that. Only you just have to prepare for it's a 5-hour long paper, 3 hours for the general ability and 2 hours for your CAT, drawing bit.
Okay.
They'll give you a break in between the exams.
And how one should prepare for an interview with for the short-term courses such as creative fashion styling, CFS.
NIFT does not offer it yet. I don't think it offers CFS. I think what is it? NIFT does not. There are some other private colleges they do. NIFT does
Right.
not.
Okay, guys, you can also check out the courses being offered on Shiksha platform or on NIFT website itself. And I just wanted to take over a few more questions because most of them are also repeated. And can I transfer to another BDES course after the first year?
Yeah, that is possible, but that is a very rare thing. I mean, it happens every year. That is also there. And also, there's this interesting thing that once you've done your foundation, you've done your first year thing, then if you've scored really good marks and you're among the top people in your first year, then there's this I don't remember, there's this opportunity. I mean, there's this thing that happens every year. Whoever's in the merit, they have an option to change their campus. They have an option to change their this thing also, departments also. So if I'm an AD in Hyderabad and I want to go to Jodhpur, NIFT Jodhpur, then I can choose that also if I have scored really nice in my first year, in my foundation year. I can change my campus and department, both of them. But that's pretty rare. You'll have to be among the top, tier in the whole batch. Yeah.
And can you recommend some sources to practice aptitude questions? Humaira wants to know about it.
Sources, no. I mean, you'll have to get the books only from whatever. I mean, whichever thing you trust. I did tell you about my coaching, but you can try. There are a lot of other sources as well.
And how did you manage your 12th and NIFT coaching together?
I worked very hard in my 12th. I mean, it was a very weird thing, but I used to work really hard. I mean, I remember waking up at 3 in the morning and, doing my UC and NIFT, all these things. Uske baad I used to go to college, school. And then there was school. Wapas aake I used to study for my 12th. And then still, I used to study for my NIFT. It was a crazy year, but I think it was all worth it. It was the best year of my life.
That's good. And I think like after 6 months or 7 months, like how many months are left? You said 9 months.
9 months.
9 months. Yeah. So you will be at a great position. And
I'll be joining next month only, actually.
Oh, wow. That's great.
So last year of NIFT is internship. So also when you are in NIFT, there are 2 internships that they offer. That we have in our third year, we have our constant internship. In our third year, we have our industry internship. It's for 2 years. 2 months summer internship. And whenever we go home, us time in the third year, we do our 2 months internship, summer internship, and then later in our fourth year, 1 full semester. Semester 8 is for internships. So now next month they've given me an internship and a job offer, PPO.
That's great because many of the students were also interested to know about the internship. It's good that you just cleared it out here itself. And what about the negative markings for NIFT exam?
No.
There is no, but I have read it also somewhere that there are negative markings. And
when 2 years back, I don't think it was there, and I don't think NIFT does not have negative marking.
Not in NIFT.
I remember I told you I marked the whole thing. I made a whole pattern.
So there was no negative marking.
No negative marking.
And what's the
till then? This year I'm not sure. Okay, you'll have to read the New Year's guide. 2023's guidelines.
And what is the dual degree program, dear?
Okay, so the dual degree program, every year NIFT collaborates with, colleges outside in Netherlands and FIT, Fashion Technology Institute of Technology in New York, in a lot of other countries of the world. And you can pursue your degree there for a year. I mean, you'll get your NIFT degree as well, and you'll get one more degree from the college that you'll be studying. That's like the dual course that you'll be doing. I mean, in 1 year, they'll be teaching you a lot of things. As a crash course in 1 year in FIT or
That's
passing or
nice.
wherever.
Yeah, that's nice actually. And any last minute tip would you like to give for NIFT or UCD exam or NID exam? Like for overall design exams, any last minute tip would you like to give to the students? Because we are like almost about to get over with this session. And guys, I have shared you the links in the chat already, as I told you. You can check out trending webinars also on shiksha.com. I've shared my email ID if you want to just ask anything, or if you want to have this session, if you want to have this session again or any other session, would you be interested to know about any other query that comes up later at your mind, you can definitely ask that. And we have shared here the NIFT page link of Shiksha as well. Just refer to that. So coming back to you, Sunidhi, please give any last minute tip and then we'll just close.
So I think now that I think most of the people who are watching this webinar are planning to give the exam. So I'll just tell you, it's not very tough. I mean, we get very scared, NIFT ka exam hai, NID ka exam hai, you see there. I think do your bit, abhi, study jitna you can study, give your 100%, whatever your 100% is. And then when you give your exam, kuch nahi hoga, it's fine. I mean, just go light, okay, give your exam. It's no tension. If you worked hard, you'll crack it. Nahi to agle baar. Nahi to another college.
That's
Light.
a great tip and a motivational thing you have been sharing to the students, and you have been keep on like motivating throughout the session. That was a great thing by Sunidhi. And I would like to thank you all for coming over and having such a great session. I hope all your queries must have been sorted out. And thank you so much, Sunidhi, for coming over, sharing such a great information and making it an informative session. And I just like hope everyone to see you in the next session. Thank you so much to you once again.